everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over some figures from Avengers Endgame. Heimdall, Valkyrie, Fat Thor Build-A-Figure, and Final Battle Thor from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Heimdall is a really great character in the MCU mythos. Idris Elba is an awesome actor, playing one of my favorite Sonic characters in the movies, but this is not a great figure. The head sculpt is fine, but what is this? Dust, dirt? I'm not sure if it's from my shelf or from the actual paint. It looks awful. The face likeness looks really great though. I get they're trying to put some grayness into his hair, but come on, that's way too much. The swivel, and then tiny bit of up and down, side to side, kind of pitiful except for that head sculpt. The coat looks very nice. It does shroud the body though. There are a couple paint pieces on it, at least they're painted, so I guess it's okay. The texture works out pretty well too. Without the cloak, the body looks nice. It's very Star Warsy though, and kind of weird. There is some wash over here on this bandolier belt. With all that stuff on it, it's pretty nice, but nothing you can really have him hold. There is a scar or some kind of blood over here that's pretty interesting to see on Marvel Legends. Otherwise, articulation is left and right, back and forth, all the way around, pretty okay. Nothing for the waist. Get up, down, all the way around over here. Swivel, double elbow. We've seen all this before. We get an up and down sword toting hand with a swivel, and then an up and down sword toting hand with a swivel. It's alright at best. And the legs are pretty standard with some added paint. I like all the wear and tear on this one as opposed to this one, but speaking of wear and tear, this is a really loose leg joint over here. It goes back this far. You swivel over here. You get a pivot and then down and up and then splits and that and then up and back pretty far and then a swivel over here. That's basically it. Very bog standard. The face is really great though, the best part about this figure. He can hold this huge sword with two hands. It looks pretty nice. It's very hard to get it into his hands though. It's a nice piece and looks really good. It's just been reused a couple times, that's all. In the back of the cloak there is a slot for the sword to fit through. It works out pretty nice. The Build-A-Figure Fat Thor head sculpt looks nice. He's very sad though. The beard's kind of off color, I think. The hair looks nice at least, but yeah, that's kind of dark on the beard. Very big scratch in his eye. He looks very sad. I don't really see Hemsworth under there. And the head sculpt, it's actually really nice with the hair. It's very scraggly and worn. Perfect for this character. Swivel over here, up and down over there. Pretty good stuff. He wears a sweater and a bathrobe. It looks awesome. I love this kind of sculpting. It's really casual and very fun. It's also the little belt for the bathrobe going down over here. Little toilet belt over there. You also get a back and a forward for the crunch. It isn't really that great. This is an overlay piece pretty much. Hinders that. You just swivel at the sort of waist area at least. The pockets do not function. I'm sorry, sadly. An up and a down and all the way around. You get a swivel over here at this cuff and then double up over here. Working out pretty nicely with a swivel. Then up and down Stormbreaker toting hand over here, and then a up and down Stormbreaker toting hand over here. Pretty nice. He has the most gaudy pants in the world, and I love them. They look really great and they're very fun. You do get out this far and in, up this far, not that much, and back, not really that far. You get a single jointed knee going over here and up with a swivel on it as well, and then a down and up, and then a pivot at his croc looking things. That's really stupid in a way, with two pegals on the feet. Not stupid in a way that the articulation or sculpt is bad, just the crocs are stupid. This looks really nice. I love this figure, one of my favorites. He comes with a wristwatch timepiece doohickey. I'm not sure what it does, but it swivels and then hinges like all the other hands. I don't really use this that much, honestly. This Stormbreaker is from a different Thor. Same mold, different color. Lighter color for this Thor. This is from the Thor 4 one, at least more Thor. It looks nice, works out pretty well. I don't really have him hold it that much because he's a different character in my mind. This head sculpt really ties the room together, man. This is my definitive head sculpt for this Thor with these hands and this whole outfit. I love it so much. The direct reference of Tony Stark calling him Lebowski also ties this all together and just is awesome. This head sculpt is not over the line. It is amazing. Do not mark it 0, mark it 100. This is phenomenal. I love the shades. They make it perfect. Swivel over here, up and down over here really well. This head sculpt abides. So a quick update. I actually found the original axe. This looks pretty nice. It's a caramely kind of color. It looks really good. I like the back of this too with the piece of wood over there. I do think that this one looks much better though, especially on the handle. It's a nice piece and all, but lacks the great paint that this one eventually gets. Here are Heimdall and Build-A-Figure Thor next to each other, with Heimdall standing at about, I would say, 6.5 inches tall, and Build-A-Figure Thor staying about the same. They look pretty nice together and are very huge. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. You want a toe, do you? Well, I can get you a toe by 4:30 or so today. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Valkyrie has a pretty good head sculpt here, but on the front, I don't know what this is over here, some kind of mold defect or whatever, but it does look pretty nice at least. The hair is awesome, braided, bunned, what have you. Bunch of stuff going on with that all the way down over here, looking really nice with some up and some down and some swivel and some pivot over here. It works out great. The cape is really cool in a nice regal blue with some triangles on the back. That's awesome. We also have some pauldrons over here that work out really great, but don't really attach to the figure, sadly. The body is clad in gold and a little bit of blue and a lot of white, looking awesome over here with a peg in the back for that cape. You also have some really nice armor pieces and a lot of really great looks on this. The arm goes up and down and then all the way around with a swivel over here and a up this far and down, not really that great, and then out and a swivel over there and then an in and out and then a swivel over there with a swivel over here and back and forth and all the way around over there. We get, that's good. Yeah, it's pretty nice articulation for this body. The legs look really neat with this kind of skirt piece going down here. That's pretty awesome. We also get some blue around here as well with some nice golds and then high heels over here. Some really great texturing all throughout. Out this far and in, pretty okay. Up this far and back, really nice actually. With up this far and down. The swivel over here, we also get a swivel down here and then up and down with a little bit of kind of pivot in a way. And two pegos upon the feet. Very nice looking figure and really cool. I personally though like the other Valkyrie better. She comes with a sword and a sheath and they're pretty cool. The sword is a little too dark blue for my taste. I do like the white on it, and the sheath is alright, but it can't fit anywhere in her body. There's a hole right here. Doesn't go anywhere on the figure. No pegs, no holes, no nothing, no anything. It does fit well though within the sheath, so that's a pretty nice plus at least for this. Final Battle Thor has an awesome head sculpt. I really love it. The sort of like tied beard is wonderful. The hair is really awesome. This one strand is really neat coming out of that too. And the back of the hair looks very nice also in a little bun. It's so wonderful, and that scar looks great too. But the eyes, they're so creepy. You get a swivel over here and up and down, a little bit of pivot. It's just great. The body has some really great details as well as the cape. It's a really nicely done cape and looks super cool. All that red is very striking against the black, working out really well. We have different varieties of black and gray and a little bit of brown on the bottom over here. We do get a swivel over here and the back and forth, the side to side of there. His arms have really nice articulation going all the way around, but the elbows don't. They're kind of hard to pop. This works pretty well, although. Get a swivel over there and then up and down. Stormbreaker totem joint over there with a up and down. Mjolnir totem joint over there. Pretty nice. And the legs are great with some nice texturing as well as color. You do get an out this far and in, up this far over here, and back pretty okay. You do get a double jointed pinless tech leg as well, going back that far and up. The joints are hard to pop. You get a swivel over here. Very ratchety. You get no swivel down here, I don't think. You get a pivot as well with a down and then a up, working out okay with two pegos upon the feet. Not my favorite Thor figure ever. I love the head sculpt, but everything else about it, it's just kind of okay to me. He comes with both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, and they look really nice as far as paint goes. Sculpt is another story, though. This keeps on bending and warping the longer he holds it, so be careful with that. But I do love how these look. Great praise for those. And he also comes with lightning effects that go around Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, but good luck having them look good. And for height comparison, Valkyrie stands at about 6¼ inches tall, while Endgame Thor stands at about 6½ inches tall. They look pretty nice and in scale with each other, and they're kind of opposites in a way. Light versus dark, who will win? And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. And now back to 5 hours of airport security ASMR. Beep, 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 beep. Overall, the endgame for Thor. Heimdall is a pretty good figure, but you're better off just getting the head sculpt on the aftermarket. The body and sword gimmick aren't really worth it. The Fat Thor Build-A-Figure is awesome. I really love it so much, but that's mostly because of my bias towards the Big Lebowski, which is directly called out in the film. That being said, he's just amazing. Endgame Valkyrie has a really nice sculpt and some great paint and accessories, but I feel like she doesn't really stand that well, which is a shame because I really like this figure. The Final Battle Thor looks really awesome, and it has all the great sculpt and paint we expect of modern figures. However, the lightning effects are awful, the Stormbreaker keeps drooping, and that gut looks really unappealing. The head sculpt does kind of save it though. If you're a fan of Marvel, Marvel Legends, Thor, or Endgame, you'll definitely love these figures. They're really cool. But if I were to pick one, it would be the Build-A-Figure, just one of the best. But make no mistake, the Thor abides. So which figure is your favorite? Heimdall, Valkyrie, Fat Thor, or Final Battle Thor? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.